it's a lot of emotions. I've been here 6 years if you count the game I played when I was 15 years old, and you take that with you for the rest of your life, and it is the end of my chapter, and I've had a great one. I've made my best friends playing here, and I've won, I've lost, but I think the most important thing is it's like I said, it's not just about the points and the numbers and the stats. It's about everything that happens off the ice and in the room. It's about the friendships, the people you meet, and most importantly, the person you become. I'm a completely different person from the first day I walked into that dressing room than the one I left, and I'm extremely proud of the person I've become, and I couldn't be happier to say that this organization has molded me into the person I've become as an adult. I live 3 minutes from the rink. You can't really put it into words. We had that interview last year after winning the Cherry Cup, and what it means to see, you can't fit another person in the stands. And it doesn't just go to show about the team, it's the city. And, everything there is to do here, there's nothing better than sitting on Bentley's patio with your buddies and enjoying it, going to features for breakfast, or just all those things you look forward to with your teammates, and just everything you can do within the city. This town is honestly everything to me. And, I grew up here, and I couldn't be more fortunate to grow up here. This is my home. And you ask why I stay or why I stayed. Obviously, I had offers elsewhere all around. But there was one constant, and it was this place. And I believed in the team, I believed in the city, and I knew the city would stand behind us when it came down to it. And when we went on that run, it was everything you could ever dream. A city was behind us, and that's why I stayed. I didn't stay for any selfish reason. Or leave for selfish reason. I stayed because I wanted to win here. I wanted to win in my hometown, and I got to win with my best friends. And that is something I will take with me for the rest of my life. It'll always be a memory of mine. It's enjoy the ride. And when you learn to enjoy the ride with the ups and the downs and just everything in between, because it's not always going to be happy hour. You're going to have the days where you come home from the rink and you're just beating yourself down, and you're hard on yourself, but I think that's where you kind of got to fall in love with it. You got to embrace adversity, and you got to love it. And if you don't love it, it's going to be hard. So you got to love the days that are hard, because if you love the days that are hard, imagine the days that are going to be good. So I think if you ask what's the difference between a young me and an old me, I'd honestly just say it's being happy. Just enjoying every minute of it, and because you can't take it for granted. And I had COVID and all that fun stuff. I wouldn't say it was fun, it was awful. And I lost that year and a half. I lost that first year run. I lost the second year, and then the third year, and then the fourth and the fifth, and it happened quick. So I think the biggest thing anyone could take away from it is enjoy the ride. I got to start with my parents. My mom and my dad, I don't think they missed a home game. From the time I was 16 years old, and even when my first game when I was 15 in minor midget, both my parents made the drive, and it was in Caledon or Brampton when they still played in Brampton. So they both made that drive to watch my very first game, and they both made the drive to watch my very last game, and they've been there every Friday and every away game they could be. So I got to start there. They've been the backbone of just allowing me to do everything I've ever wanted, and I love them. They're great. They're incredible to me, and I couldn't ask for better parents. But next, I obviously have to go to the coaching staff. 5 years, 5, 6, kind of 6, 5, whatever you want to say, but it can add up to a lot. The conversations, the headbutts, and obviously we're not always going to see eye to eye on certain things. We're going to have disagreements, but we work through it together. I got to thank them because they've been great to me, and they've helped shape me into the person I am. And you can't obviously forget about our equipment staff. They're incredible. They're always at the rink looking after us. They've been great. Herm's been with me my whole 5 years. He's been fantastic. You got to thank Dylan Campion, our trainer. He's our workout guy. He's always there looking out for us, always has something to do so we can work out and be better. But honestly, I think my two biggest, besides for my parents, my two biggest thanks I have to give her to Nick Parr and Jason Clark. Clarky always had an open line. I could call him whenever I wanted, talk to him, get stuff off my chest and just be there. He has been absolutely incredibly, and Nick has done everything in his power to, help me in whatever way I need, whether it's on the ice or off the ice. Same with Jason. They're two peas in a pod, and they're absolutely incredible. And if you ever want a place to play, I'd say come here, because they care about you, not just as a player, but as a person. And this organization has been nothing but incredible to me. And, Jamie gives me the hard time about Cameron instead of Camden. And it's just like, he knows it's just a smile. And they're great. I don't regret a single decision. I don't regret never leaving. I don't regret staying put. I'm extremely happy with every choice I've made when it comes to the game, and being able to sit here and talk with you every other Friday or whenever the opportunity arose. But yeah,
Enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride.